Hey everybody, welcome to another vocabulary lesson. Today we're going to be talking about PAP, what it is, what it means, and how it affects your game. Now PAP in bowling stands for positive axis point, and it's the spot on the bowling ball's surface where the ball's initial axis of rotation, the line it spins around, intersects the ball's surface. In simpler terms, it's the point on the ball where the axis of rotation first touches the lane, the center of a tire, think of it that way. Now, key points about the PAP, it's the initial axis of rotation. So when you throw the ball, it doesn't just roll straight down the lane. It has directional and transitional energy. Well, the PAP is the point on the ball where its spinning axis first touches the surface of the ball at release. It's very important, it's at release. Because as the ball moves down the lane, as it sees friction, that point is going to migrate on your ball. So we want to know where it starts so we can know where to place it to finish. Now the location of the PAP is crucial because it influences the ball's hook and overall motion on the lanes. As we said, as the ball travels down the lane and flares, the axis point is going to change based on how it was released, based on the friction on the lane, and based how the core has been positioned within the ball. Now, when we're drilling them, the PAP is a vital reference point used by pro shop technicians to determine the best drilling layout for the bowler. The layout affects the position of the core, changing its RG, differential, and intermediate differential. This affects how the ball will hook and how it behaves on the lane. Technicians will also use the PAP to position the gripping holes on the ball so that when it flares, it doesn't rotate over them. Now, how does PAP affect ball behavior? Now the location of the PAP will differ from one bowler to another depending on their throwing style and literally how they release it. Now that location of the PAP in regards to the weight block, that distance affects how the ball will flare and what type of flare pattern it will create. Maybe a little bit of flare early and a lot later, or the opposite, or just lots of flare all the time. Now the location of the pin in regards to the mass bias or PSA marking, that distance will affect how the ball will react on the lane. Now, if the PAP is closer to that mass bias marking, the ball will typically experience a more angular or strong hooking motion. This occurs because the mass bias will exert its influence on the ball's rotation, causing it to transition more sharply as it nears the end of the pattern. When the PAP is far from the mass bias, the ball's reaction will be smoother and less sharp hooking. The ball will tend to follow a more controlled path, gradually curve to the pocket rather than a dramatic hook. It's that short pin we always talk about. Now, how to find your PAP. A trained pro shop technician can find your PAP by marking the ball while you're throwing it, tracking its rotation, determining where the axis of rotation intersects the ball's surface. This measurement can help ensure that the ball is drilled for optimal performance based on your unique throwing style. However, not everybody has a pro shop near them. There are tons of videos online that can teach you how to take your own PAP using just a Prosect or an armadillo. In summary, the positive axis point is the reference point on a bowling ball, where its rotational axis intersects the surface. It plays a crucial role in determining how the ball will react on the lane, and it's used in ball drilling to customize the ball's motion to suit the bowler's style. It's different for every bowler and is one of the factors that directly affects the choices we should be making when purchasing and laying out our bowling balls, along with our ball speed, tilt, rotation, and rev rate. So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.